I'm going to challenge you to ask the question, why? Why is it that I have to wear a mask into the restaurant, but then I can take it off when I'm sitting at the table? And then when you eat something, you lift up the face mask, and what the virus says, oh, wait a second, they're eating, when they're eating, we don't touch them, but then when they stop and put the mask on, then we can start our assault again? If you wear a face mask, you are restricting your oxygen, you are increasing the amount of carbon dioxide that you're breathing back. The pores are so big compared to the particles that they're trying to keep out. As I've said before, it's like building a chain link fence and trying to keep dust particles out. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It just simply doesn't work.
Wearing a mask might make people feel a little bit better, and it might even block a droplet, but it's not providing the perfect protection that people think that it is. And often there are unintended consequences. People keep fiddling with the mask and they keep touching their face. Now in the United States, people should not be walking around with masks.
You're sure of it? Because people are listening really closely to this.
Right now, people should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask. When you're in the middle of an outbreak, wearing a mask might make people feel a little bit better, and it might even block a droplet, but it's not providing the perfect protection that people think that it is. And often there are unintended consequences. People keep fiddling with the mask and they keep touching their face.
If you wear a face mask, you are restricting your oxygen, you are increasing the amount of carbon dioxide that you're breathing back. You're increasing your own susceptibility when you wear a mask to every pathogen that's out there: virus, bacteria, spirochetes, mycoplasma, yeast, fungi, parasites, whatever.
And can you get some schmutz sort of staying inside there?
Of course.
You are increasing your own susceptibility when you wear a mask. You're stressing your body out. You're making your body weaker. You're making yourself hypoxic. You are more susceptible, more vulnerable to any pathogen. Because there are doctors that are arguing with it. Besides just being idiots and being liars, you've already compromised your integrity. How do you sleep at night? You don't have to be a doctor. It takes an average person, put on a freaking mask and put on an oximeter, pulse oximeter, and you'll see your own oxygen levels drop. Especially if you have some type of a restrictive airway issue going on. You'll see it drop within a minute or two. Challenge me, guys. Don't just take my word for it. If what I'm saying does not appeal to your intellect, if it doesn't resonate with you, hey, then go wear the face mask. I've never said anybody shouldn't wear the face mask if they don't want to wear the face mask. If you want to wear the face mask, all the power to you. Just don't expect me to wear it, and don't impose your idiocy on other people. That's my whole thing's always been the same thing. It's a freedom of choice. How can you be so inconsiderate? How can you be so selfish? How can you not care about people? What? Well, you're walking around without a face mask, so you haven't had your vaccine, so you make me susceptible. Wait a second. Let's start using our brain. God gave every one of us a brain. If you believe the vaccine is going to protect you and you've taken it, what the hell are you worried about me taking a vaccine? If you believe that the face mask is going to save you and protect you, then what do you care whether I'm wearing a face mask or not? Only an idiot would say, hey, I'm wearing this thing that's going to help and save me and protect me. You should be doing the same. But you know what? Because you're not doing it, you're irresponsible. Where's the logic in that?
Masks are not 100% protective. However, they certainly are better than not wearing a mask, both to prevent you, if you happen to be a person who maybe feels well but has an asymptomatic infection that you don't even know about, to prevent you from infecting someone else.
Data we have, it still seems to be rare that an asymptomatic person actually transmits onward to a secondary individual.
I didn't quite get that. Can I hear that one more time? I'm serious. I could not tell what you just said.
From the data we have, it still seems to be rare that an asymptomatic person actually transmits onward to a secondary individual.
Still didn't quite get that, but Dr. Samadi went to medical school. He's been listening to doctors all of his life. Doctor, I believe the headline from the World Health Organization is asymptomatic people are not infectious. They're not going to spread the disease. Is that what the WHO is saying?
Yes, that's correct, Greg.
But also, it can protect to a certain degree, not 100%, in protecting you from getting infected from someone who either is breathing or coughing or sneezing or singing or whatever it is in which the droplets or the aerosols go out. So masks work. But when you think masks, you should think of healthcare providers needing them and people who are ill. And we wanted to make sure that the people, namely the healthcare workers, we did not want them to be without the equipment that they needed. We also know that simple cloth coverings that many people have can work as well as a mask in many cases. So although there appeared to be some contradiction of you were saying this then, and why are you saying this now? Actually, the circumstances have changed. That's the reason why.